Here's Thompson. KD on the wing. A second chance effort. O'Neal with the defensive effort. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Magic. Here's Banchero. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end. Outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
Now, here's Banchero. Banchero with the screen.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah!
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
Wasted no time on that one.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Shots good by Shaq.
Well, the defense tries to slow Shaq down inside, but emphasis on tries because O'Neal just too strong.
It's blocked by Shaq. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Capella. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And the Magic with possession. Here's Hardaway. Now Shaq. Nifty move. And the layup is up and in.
Take a look at how Shaq owns the paint. Nobody's getting in his way inside.
Thompson in the corner. Smith outside. To the inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Orlando leading. Outside, O'Neal. McGrady right side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Clint Capella.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And KD throws it down.
And Durant doesn't need to get up too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
And Howard has it in the corner. Now McGrady banked in off the glass. McGrady's got 5 points so far.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway.
In for Orlando, number 15,
There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. In the corner, it's Eason. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tips it up. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
Takes a step back. Back to O'Neal. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. The Magic making a switch here. 51 seconds left in the first. Here's Hardaway. Turkoglu outside. Back to Hardaway. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And for Orlando, number 4.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Durant. Orlando grabs the miss. We've got 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. Turkoglu outside. The three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Goes up on the wing. And it's Durant missing. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. And here's Turkoglu for three. Trains the three-pointer.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop. He took it inside.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
Out to the right wing. Screen by Howard. To the middle. Shoots over KD. Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Here's Durant. Dwight Howard pulls it in. And it's Anderson with the ball for Orlando. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you can't afford to bite on this. I mean, once Durant has you in the air, the rest of it is elementary.
And so Durant nails them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Banchero with the screen. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
Here's KD. Orlando grabs the miss. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Skiles. Orlando moving the ball around. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Banchero. Misses the baby hook. It's trailed by 10. Thompson outside. And here is Şengün. Inside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
What a move by Şengün in close. Determination for sure.
Down low. It's stolen by Hill. And finished off by Banchero.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the Magic making a change here. Banchero with the screen. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. 6 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And the 3 off target. Rockets trailed by 10. Thompson with it. Rashard Lewis covering. It's stolen by Hill. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Checking in for the Magic, number 1, Tracy.
1:58 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Eason. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. 1:51 left in the first half of the game. Here's Hardaway. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Clint Capella.
Got a question for you. How do you guard Penny Hardaway? He's long, he's athletic, he's smart, he's got great vision, excellent ball handling skills. Simply a matchup nightmare.
Rockets trail by 10. Looking to get back on track here. KD's shot is off. Outside Hardaway. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Boy, establishes position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Eason gets a wide open look. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Eason's got 7 points.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Here's McGrady. Diving in.
The ball handling of T-Mac, really impressive. Watching him play, this guy is a thing of beauty. Puts a lot of time into his ball handling. You can tell.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Orlando leading by 9. There's the pick. Here's Hardaway. That one goes in. Hardaway's got 4 points this quarter.
Great touch that time from Hardaway on the floater. Well done.
30 seconds left to play in the first half. $19 seconds left in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's McGrady. A putback. It's good on the putback. Lewis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And that does it for the first half of play. Magic out in front. They lead by 13. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas.
3-2.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Rockets trail by 13. Pass to Eason. The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. And so Eason nails both of them. Orlando leading by 11. Here's Banchero. That shot misses. Inside. Here's Capella. Pass to KD. That shot no good. Here's Orlando now. To the inside. Banchero. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Thompson.
The future is shining bright for Banchero. He's a multifaceted big guy who could really, I think, be the centerpiece of an organization.
He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Houston with it. It's a 13-point game.
Boy, using this momentum to his advantage when Durant takes off towards the rim. Watch out below.
Here's McGrady. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Orlando leading by 12. Pass to McGrady. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Count that bucket. McGrady's got 4 points in the quarter.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Off the mark, only his second miss in 7 attempts. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Pass to Banchero. That one drops for him. Banchero's got 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The size and skill McGrady brings to his position, really special. He's somebody you love to see play the game.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Durant with it. He's picked up by Hill.
You know, the defense just can't stop Durant's drive. I mean, he's got that alchemy of agility and power. He's hard to shut down.
Outside Hardaway. To the paint. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Hardaway. Nice move. Rebounded by Capella. Rockets trailed by 16. Şengün, no good.
Almost a highlight reel play, but certainly you've got to appreciate the effort there. Almost got it.
Orlando moving the ball around. And it's Banchero missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside for Durant. Poked away. It's stolen by McGrady. The finish. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You got to love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
To the middle. Capella. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Pass to McGrady. It's back to Hill. Now Shaq. McGrady outside. The putback. It's rebounded by Houston. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Orlando making some changes. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Substitution on the court. The Magic call timeout.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Timeout on the. Please get a big round of applause for you.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Here's Skiles. Scoreless thus far. And here's Turkoglu from the arc. And so it's Orlando with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turf. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Magic leading by 16. Hardaway goes in. Here's Lewis. And it's off the back rim. No good. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Capella. And he banks in the layup. Capella's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Houston.
When Capella plays with force inside, watch out. I like his intensity.
It's Hardaway with the drive. And Howard with the stuff.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
And it's sent back by Hill. Pass to Turkoglu. Magic moving the ball around. And Hill has it in the corner. Outside Hardaway. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
The Magic making a switch here. Thompson outside. Pass to Eason. Back to KD. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Here's Hardaway. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hardaway has got 4 this quarter.
He's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Orlando.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
O'Neal controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Magic lead by 20.
You got to admire and respect how Shaq fights for the rebounds there. I mean, he puts in the work to get those second chance looks.
Here's Thompson. Oh, the slam dunk.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Screen by Capella. It's stolen by Hill. McGrady outside. It's trailed by 18. Layup no good. Knocked away. Stolen by Durant. That does not go. And the Magic with possession. And that one's good. McGrady. McGrady's got 13 points in the second half.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Orlando leading by 21. Pass to O'Neal. Kicks it out to Banchero. And another 3 for Orlando.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here's KD. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
It's stolen by Capella. And it's Houston on the break. And it's Thompson with the jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here is Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Hedo Turkoglu.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Scott has it in the corner. And they'll get another chance.
Terrific play there. He gets to the long rebound, which keeps the clock running.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Here he goes. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
Pass to Skiles. Outside Lewis. And he's good on the 3-ball.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big mark.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well.
Here we go.
And it's Detroit to start out. Now Cunningham. Over Dort. And it's Cunningham missing. To the inside. And that one's good. Holmgren.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Here's Cunningham. Thompson outside. Five to shoot. To the middle. Duren, no good.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Here's Williams. No good on his first attempt of the game. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. To the paint. Out to Thompson. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA pulls it in. Here's Oklahoma City now. Gets some space and buries the jumper.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
There's Cunningham with a three. Williams grabs the board. Goes up at the elbow. Good. He hits the jumper.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Down low. Here's Harris. And stolen by Holmgren. Throws it up high. It's Dort on the wing. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's SGA. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Now here's Duren. Cunningham on the wing. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows you can.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Pistons trail by 5. Pass to Robinson. From outside the arc. And the Pistons, another 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Williams. Here's Hartenstein. A minute 37 left in the first. Back to Holmgren. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Harris. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
Now here's Robinson. Over Williams. Robinson can't hit. Here's Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Cunningham. Here's Holmgren. And he banks in the layup. He has 7.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Robinson. And a miss there on the triple. And a fast break now to the Thunder. Williams with it. Picked up by Cunningham. Here's SGA. Outside for Dort. And here's Holmgren. Pounded by Harris. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Cunningham with the ball. Harris a screen. Inside. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Robinson for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder out in front, leading by 7. And we'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
And stolen by Green. To the middle. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he sinks the second. Thunder leading by 6. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Here's Jenkins. Outside Herter. Pass to Green. Here's Jenkins. Just 5 to shoot. Fires. High post. Hartenstein pulls it in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Pass to Green. Outside Herter. For 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Screen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 10 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. And finished off by Stewart.
Well, where was the defense? You can't let a big man like Stewart get this deep.
It's Dort on the wing. Right side, Williams. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Here's Herter. Outside, Green. Fires the 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Ooh, Shai showing no fear inside.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning because once he does, he makes you pay.
Right side, Green. With the drive. And he can't jam it through. Dort for 3. Knocks down the long J. So Dort's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Green from the arc. Again, Green missing.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Good work there as it goes.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Now here's Herter. 6 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Detroit. And it's Oklahoma City's ball.
않고 내가 타고 다니는 건 달라지고 빨라졌지만 결국 가는 데 같아. 질리게 겪어도 사람 때문에 애 같아. 이럴 때 보면 나도 아직 애 같아. 살기보단 생존하기 바쁜 정수리는 넓어지고 평소가 작아지는 마음 속에 변화줬으면 해. 한 송이의 평화 진흙탕 속의 연화. 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈, 높고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈. 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time. 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 빛을. Do you hear me calling?
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Now here's Thompson. Stolen by Caruso. Now SGA. And that one's good. Holmgren.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Thompson with it. Right side Durant. 5 to shoot. 20 feet out. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Here's Oklahoma City now. About a minute played here so far in the first. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Here's Durant. Caruso grabs the board. Pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's Holmgren. That shot off the mark.
Well, that's an excellent contest, and then he finished the play with a tough rebound.
Back to Durant. Now here's Finney-Smith. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, short trip up for Holmgren, but there's plenty of power behind his jam.
To the inside. Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Right wing. Beyond the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Shot's good. SGA making the play. Holmgren's got 10. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Finney-Smith with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending to the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. Drops in the layup for 2.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Inside. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
The Rockets again can't hit. Banked it in off the glass. 14 points for Chet Holmgren.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Williams from long range. To the paint. Outside for SGA. Williams with the screen. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rockets trail by 14. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And so it's Oklahoma City in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Boy, they...
Oklahoma City, 18.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
They've disrupted the offensive flow, and they are making things miserable for any ball handler.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trail by 10. Down low. Durant, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Outside, Williams. No good with the triple. Here's Durant. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
You know, we talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Here's Durant. On the wing, Finney-Smith. No good from the wing.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Oklahoma City shooting their initial free throws of the game here. And the second free throw is good.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league. Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Dort outside. Back to SGA. Pass to Holmgren. Towering on the interior. Holmgren.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Şengün, no good. Thunder leading by 13. And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Williams from long range.
Some very enthusiastic coverage from Şengün, using all of his size and wingspan.
Durant with the bucket.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And it's Holmgren missing. The Rockets on offense. They trail by 11. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Courageous play inside by Durant. Just absorbing the foul and still putting up the shot.
That one misses. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Williams from long range. Eason pulls it in. Here's Finney-Smith. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Thunder leading by 10. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Something's off about him this quarter.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Here's Finney-Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Finney-Smith got 8.
And there's the patience right there. Şengün surveys the floor and finds his guy.
Drains the triple.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
Outside Durant. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's Oklahoma City now. They've led by as many as 14. The shot by Dort, no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Thompson's shot is off. Thunder leading by 9. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Holmgren. An easy 2 on the layup. Holmgren's got 6 in the quarter.
This is what everyone wants from Holmgren. Attacking without reservation on offense.
Dort with a steal. And he's all alone for the finish. And SGA throws it down.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so Durant will bring it up for Houston. It's a 13-point game. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And SGA gets it to go.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
Thunder leading by 14. Dort outside. Pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Williams on the wing. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Williams has got 5.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. He loves seeing these type of results.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Durant. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6. Stolen by Capella. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Out of bounds. The Oklahoma City's ball.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Holmgren outside. On the wing, SGA to the paint. It's hauled in by Houston. Pass to Capella. Outside Eason. Durant looking around. All sorts of time. Got it. 9 points in the game.
Add KD's mid-range J to the game's unblockable shots alongside the sky hook and the step-back three. Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Dort. Holmgren outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Hartenstein, no good. Rockets trail by 15. Here's Thompson. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Dort. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Houston shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Williams with the screen. Pass to Holmgren. The three. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. Holmgren's got 25 points.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Oh, there's the alley.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Durant. Can they get it? Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Here's Dort from behind the arc. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Now here's Capella. Here's Finney-Smith. Houston with another miss. Right side, Williams. Knocks down the long J. Williams has got 8.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time. He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. On target from range. Durant's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Pass to Dort. Now Williams. Defended by Thompson. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Davison. Here's Okogie. Off target from outside. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Dort for 3. And no good. And so it's Oklahoma City out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them to.
The Thunder, 50.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Hartenstein, no good.
Well, that's an excellent contest, and then he finished the play with a tough rebound.
Oklahoma City leading by 19 to the inside. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And here's SGA outside. Second chance shot. No problem from Hartenstein as he finishes at the rim. Hartenstein's got 4 points now in the quarter. And stolen by Williams. Dort for three. Sends it home from three-point land. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Williams. From outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Pass to Williams. And another three for Oklahoma City.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
Here's Durant. Drives to the hoop. And Durant with the big finish.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A., playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
Everybody right here, right now, for your
And it's Thunder's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Caruso. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Defense gets a little too close to Durant there, and he smartly makes sure to pick up the foul while shooting.
And both free throws good for Durant. And here are the Thunder now. And the shot goes in. Joe's got his first 2 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Isaiah Joe. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And here's Wallace. Inside. Wiggins.
Aaron Wiggins.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
What sets Durant apart is his handles. They're almost unseen for a guy of his height.
Williams' shot is good. Stolen by Caruso. Pass to Joe. Capella with the defensive effort. And it's Houston's ball. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Wallace with it. Guarded now by Finney-Smith.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Thunder.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Chet Holmgren.
I think his biggest contribution may have been on the boards. He kept plays alive and denied second chances.
Now here's Wallace. 6 to shoot. Outside Joe. Wiggins for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Thompson, no good. To the middle. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Pass to Capella. Outside Durant. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Jalen Williams.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
And he makes a first. And both free throws good for Durant. 5 ticks left to play in the 4th. And so it's the Thunder take.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. We'll see the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the San Antonio Spurs. And so Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. San Antonio has possession. Wembanyama with it. Over in the corner, Barnes.
I got him.
Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. A rebound by Gasol. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Here's Gasol. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Castle. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Pass to Randall. And the layup is good.
He might not elevate like some of the other guys on the court, but as we've learned, Randolph knows how to get the ball in the basket.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, if you give up that lane that easily, you got to expect he's going to attack the rim with some force.
Pass to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Over in the corner, Gasol. Right wing. Here's Randolph. Plays it up and banks it in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Now here's Morant. Gasol wide open. He fires. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And, you know, for a big man, Gasol's got great urgency to his play. I love the quick action on that jumper.
Barnes with it. He's picked up by Morant. Wembanyama. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
A low post specialist who also rebounds it well. Randolph really brings it, knows his strengths, and plays to it.
Outside, Fox. Nobody near Barnes. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And they take the lead. 9 points for Zach Randolph.
Ooh, they're not making it easy on themselves. Tough shot.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Back to Randolph. Outside for Gasol. Carries it from three-point range. Gasol's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
He just pops up and puts it in. Wembanyama really is that tall.
Offside Gasol. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. From 17 feet out, Hassel misses. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Count it. Good. He's got 7.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Hassel. Gasol pulls it in. Gasol on the wing. Good on the triple.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Zach Randolph has been on display for the Grizzlies. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. He'll take a quick break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Chalk up 2 there. Castle's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Spurs. And here's Bibby. Pass to Allen. Memphis moving that ball around. And the shot goes down. Battier's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
Can't argue with a chance like that. Give me more of those.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. On the wing, Reeves. Pass to Bibby. They set the pick. From deep, Wembanyama with the rebound. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Buries it down low. Wembanyama's got 12 points in the game.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's off.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Memphis leading.
Checking into the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Out to Miller. Jackson with the screen. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 3-pointer, Fox. It's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
There's Miller with the 3. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Spurs. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And it's clear the defense has no answer for Wembanyama. And until they do, keep getting him the ball.
Miller, no up. And the Spurs with possession. They're on an 11-2 run. The wide open look here for Fox. And the Spurs another 3.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside, Gasol. Over in the corner, Gasol. They need this one. It's hauled in by Cornette.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Fox, no good. To the inside. Here's Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
And it doesn't take a whole lot of effort for Gasol to dunk it home. At 7 feet tall, he uses his height to power home those games.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Outside for Gasol. For the 3. And Marc Gasol good for 3. Gasol's got 10 points.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc. Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
Here's Morant. Nothing on the board. Down low. And finished off by Gasol.
Tremendous offensive output tonight. Gasol has been aggressive.
Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Gasol. Rebound, San Antonio. Over in the corner, Barnes. From the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And so that's the end of the first half. Spurs lead by 10. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Feel it coming in the air. Hear the screams from everywhere. I'm addicted to the thrill.
I'm ready.
It's a dangerous love affair. Can't be scared when it goes down. Got a problem? Tell me now. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight. Who's gonna run this town tonight?
Said it, we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance. Get your fatigues on. All black, everything. Black cars, all black, everything. And our girls are blackbirds. Riding with they. I get more in depth if you boys really real enough. This is not familiar. I'll explain later. But for now, let me get back to this paper. I'm a couple bands down and I'm trying to get back. I gave Doug a grip. I lost a flip for 5 stacks. Yeah, I'm talking 5,60 shot zeros. Here, back to running circles round. Now we squared up. Hold up.
Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care. So I keep doing my own thing. Walking tall against the rain. Victories within the mile. Almost there, don't give up now. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
In a dark.
Welcome to 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now here's Murray. Pass to Gordon. And here's Jokic. Outside Brown. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Here's Thompson. Pass to Smith. Outside Durant. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Brown. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Brown's got 5.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Jokic. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Eason can't get it to go. Outside Murray. Into the lane. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
What a dynamic drive by Murray. Upsetting the defense and getting him to a shot.
Outside Eason. Smith outside. To halt the run. Offensive rebound. Thompson outside. Durant for 3. Jokic grabs the board. And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots a fadeaway. It's hauled in by Houston.
And it seemed like they lost track of time. The shot clock, in that case, got the better of them.
Back to Durant. He takes it in. And Durant with the big finish.
Super long. KD's arms stretched for days, helping him slam it on the bounce.
Pass to Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Denver needs to get off a shot. Murray, no good. Rockets trail by 7. And Durant gets it to go.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
Murray with it. Now Thompson defending. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
Now here's Murray. On the take. From deep, Johnson. Pure from 3-point range.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
And that one drops. 6 points for Durant.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Now here's Murray. And he drives in. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Rockets trail by 6. Fast break. Here come the Rockets.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Jokic with it. Now Thompson defending. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Thompson outside. The 3 is up. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Murray. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Denver leading by just 2.
The Nuggets, 14.
Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what you've seen from the Nuggets, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he's good on the first of 3.
You gotta like how energetic Jabari Smith is. A young guy who is fired up and ready to prove to the entire league just how good he can be.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. Murray with it. Outside Brown. Fires the 3. Capella with a rebound. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Capella.
Okay, time to take a breath, fellas. Plays like that should not happen.
So it's Denver now. Murray scanning the floor. Murray cuts in. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
Durant for 3. Fires in the triple. Durant's got 9.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
The drive by Murray. Outside Brown. 6 on the shot clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Capella.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. The free throw drops for Brown. And Brown drops them both. Now here's Durant. He's got 9. Durant puts some moves on. From deep. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Outside Brown. 5 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Thompson outside. Puts up a 3. Kept alive. Pass to Durant. Thompson scanning the floor. 4 on the clock. Houston needs to get off a shot. Durant's shot is off. Nuggets trail by 3. Denver moving it around. Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, an explosive finisher. Gordon is also skilled at staying in control and finishing through contact.
Durant. Here's Capella. For three, Smith. Goes up again. Outside Durant. Back to Smith. Three-pointer. Capella. And the tip-in on the offensive boards. Capella's got his first basket.
Yeah, offensively, Capella's game is grabbing offensive boards. You have to put a body on him.
Johnson with a bucket.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Pass to Capella. Outside Durant. The three. Denver grabs the miss. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Here's Brown to the paint. Oh, he's a monster. Jokic just flexing out here.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Eason. Picked by Smith. Now here's Durant. Hits a three-pointer. Durant's got 15.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
On the wing, Brown. Now Jokic. 6 points for him. Outside Brown. Back to Gordon. Tough touch off the glass. Gordon's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, nice touch from the big man. Gordon just burrowing himself into the paint and going to work. Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Outside Brown. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Gordon. Chalk up 2 there. 6 points for him. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Denver. They're up by 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Back to Durant. Durant owning the inside.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Murray. The kick out to Johnson. And here's Murray. Outside Brown. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Inside. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Right side Brown. Outside Johnson. Smith with the rebound. The Rockets lead by 3. Left side Durant. Oh, KD against contact inside.
Oh, that's cute. You think you can play some physical D? But that's Kevin Durant. Like, come on.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Outside Murray. Missed inside. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. With the drive. Offline. With a baseline jumper. Nuggets trail by 5. The drive by Murray. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. Here's Thompson. Pass to Smith. Stolen by Valanciunas. Here's the break. Here's Brown. Three-pointer in transition. Brown's got 10 points.
With all the attention that Murray gets, smart by Jamal to dish it on that play.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. For three, Durant. Rebounded by Denver. And Denver pushing it up now. Murray to the rack.
And once the break is on, Murray gets involved, putting himself in the right position to score.
Outside Durant. Pass to Eason. From downtown. Valanciunas with a rebound. Here are the Nuggets with the ball. The drive by Brown. Here's Gordon. And a nice finish on the layup. Give him 8.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Outside Durant. They need this. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Pass to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas.
Substitution on the board.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The kick to Durant. To the left side wing. 4-3. Valanciunas with a rebound.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Ooh.
Here's Murray. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Holmes. Here's Brown. Knocks it down from distance. Brown's got 13. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Nice shot by Durant.
What a ruthless move by Durant, dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that three-point answer.
Pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans, going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Left side Brown. Driving in. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Durant. Back to Smith. Pass to Shepherd. Shot on the wing. No good on the buzzer beater. Christian Brown getting it done for Denver, helping them space the floor.
43.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Nuggets lead by 3. Pass to Hardaway. Rejected by Capella.
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots. Oh, my! That's why we had those breakaway rings.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Outside Murray. Here's Hardaway. They kick it out to Murray. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Durant for 3. Buries it from 3. Durant's got 13 in the second half.
As versatile as they have come in NBA history, Durant just makes it look so easy.
And Denver making a change here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Thanks for that, Allie. Down low. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
That is a hard-won rebound, a man's rebound right there. Way to battle for it inside.
Here's Murray. Pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Now Easton. Here's Durant. Now Easton. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. Smith outside. On the wing, Durant. Now Easton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, it doesn't go. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here we go. All alone. Durant. Automatic at the rim.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant. He lives for these opportunities.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Making a change here. That'll be a 5-second call. Thompson left side. Puts up the tray. It's money from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now Jokic. Beautiful work with the baby hook.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Booyah! He sinks the triple.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Outside Murray. Driving to the basket. Murray showing the strength.
And we know Murray can get it done in these big moments. I mean, he can be just fearless.
Durant. it?
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Here's Thompson. Outside Durant. From deep. Shot's no good. And here's Denver. They trail by 7. On the wing, Brown. Here he goes. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Thompson with it. Five to shoot. Here's Capella. From downtown. Cash from downtown.
Timeout. Start it.
But you're scared to hold, and once the smoke clears, you be left. 13 years in the projects, my mentality is what, kid? You talk a good one, but you don't want it. Sometimes I wonder, do I deserve to live? Or am I going to for all the things I did? No time to dwell on that, cause my brain reacts. Front if you want, kid, lay on your back. I don't fake jazz, kid, you know I bring it to your life. Stay in a child's place, kid, you out of line. Mind's thirsty for recognition. Got my mind flipping, I'm bucking. Think I'm always out of hope for hustling. Get that loot, kid, you know my function. As long as I'm alive, I'm a live. And once I get on them, I put on all my peoples. React with lyrics like the hit. You don't know when I roll up the beat, go sleep because I'm free.
Son ain't shook, this ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look, they shook. This ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look, they shook. This ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look, they shook. This ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Living the life that it comes in. There's numerous ways you can choose to earn funds. Some get locked down and turn guns. Cowardly hearts and straight up shook ones. He ain't a crook, son. He's just a shook one.